So hello, welcome to this week's Gentle One. As always, take your time, find a comfortable spot, wherever in your space feels a bit more relaxing, wherever this lovely environment of calmness and sort of letting go is being created. Just go to that spot, and that's where we're going to stay today. Rolling out your mat. And start by really allowing the body to find a sense of rest. And no matter what has been going on throughout the day today, throughout the week so far, we're starting to transition to this moment right now, this environment, this condition, whatever this is. It's what we've got. And we can connect to it. So just taking your time, allowing body and mind to start letting go. You can start scanning down through the body, all the way from your head, scanning down towards the toes. And just noticing if there's any tension, if there's any holding, anything that you can pick up as you scan through. It's important. And slowly you can start shifting the attention to the breath. As always, finding the expansion as you're breathing in, allowing the release as you're breathing out. And start tuning to that. Take a minute or two, just breathing softly. Finding that sense of spaciousness as you're breathing in. Allowing and let go as you're breathing out. And just having in mind the idea that there's nothing to do. Nothing to be done right. There's no right or wrong, especially throughout those sessions. Those magnificent, relaxing Wednesdays. As you're there, taking your time and establishing that contact with the ground underneath. Finding the back of the head, the back of your shoulders, the back of the pelvis. And let's start slowly activating the body. So gently moving fingers, toes, hands and feet, stretching arms and stretching legs, reaching, opening, expanding, twisting, turning. You find what feels good in your body right now. You might find that rolling in certain sides really relieves a certain ache or allows you to feel a bit more spacious. So just go ahead and stretch gently your body in a way that makes you feel good. That's it. And eventually just go ahead and bring both knees all the way in, close to your chest. Give them a hug. And then we're going to start rolling from side to side gently. Allowing the back of the pelvis to make contact with the ground underneath. And as we're rolling from side to side or back and forth, you're giving a little massage. Nice. Finding your center, keeping your knees close. Come and flex your feet. And now on the exhale, we're going to start extending both legs. Bring them all the way up, feet flexed. And just hold them there for a bit. Just be aware of the flexion. Make sure it's not just your toes that flex. We want to see the whole foot flexing from the ankle. And you'll find that the more you do it from the ankle, the deeper the stretch you're getting along the back of your leg. Nice. Now inhale, squeezing both knees, bring them all the way in towards the chest. And as we exhale, we're pushing out and away, heels pointing all the way up towards the ceiling. And again, taking a few deep breaths. Take a moment to notice what's happening to the whole rest of your body. Are there parts that really want to get involved in whatever you're doing right now? And if so, could you let them go? Could you release them? Nice. And from there, let's start flexing and pointing the feet. Allow the movement to be smooth. I want to see all the joints here moving and mobilizing. 3 and 2 and 1, and go for little circles. 3 and 2 and 1, and the other way around. 3 and 2 and 1. Perfect. Give it a shake now. Nice. Good. And from there, bring the right knee close to you. Let the left leg extend down and away. Good. And we're going for the first twist. So left hand crossing over to the right knee, and we're going to roll all the way over to the left. So right knee coming over to the left side. Right arm opens to the right. Eyes turn to look to the right. And you can always place either your fist, your hand, or a cushion or some sort of support under your right knee, or you can add a little support under your right shoulder. Either of those, or both of those, it's to make you feel more supported, and the more supported you feel, the more you'll release. So, eyes turning to look over to the right. And let's take 5 deep breaths here. Nice. Now, optional, we can bend that left knee, bring the left foot closer to the body, and taking the right hand, grabbing that left foot. Going for the cat, pulling its tail. And just stay there. We're adding an extra layer in that stretch. And now you can feel that left quad stretching too. If you don't want to go there, or it feels a bit too much, you can always stay in the original twist and enjoy a nice flow of breath here. Breathing softly for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna release that left leg. Start rolling up. We're gonna keep the right knee bent. Go ahead and bend your left knee, stepping your left foot onto the floor. Flex the right foot. And inhale, squeezing your right knee as close to your body as you can. And on the exhale, we're going to start extending the right leg. Holding it there for 3. Allowing the whole back to release. 2. And 1. Inhale, gently squeezing in. Exhale, extending a bit more and a bit closer. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, squeezing deeper, closer. Exhale, let it extend. Now you can separate your hands and you can bring them in different parts of the leg. So find where you can hold it better. Always you can use here your strap or anything that imitates the strap. And as you're staying here, apart from the stretch that you're feeling along the back of the leg, keep checking the back. Keep checking your contact with the ground underneath. And you can keep exploring different ways to hold the leg and how much you can gradually keep bringing that leg closer and closer to you. For 3. And 2. And 1. Breathe it in. With the exhale, we're going to lift the head. Try to bring the forehead as close to the leg as possible. Nice. And here, optional, you can go ahead and extend that left leg too. Extend it all the way down to the floor. And holding there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. With the exhale, we're letting everything melt. We're letting it release. Maybe bring both knees in and just roll it from side to side, easing the lower back. Nice. And just to help the system reset, bring both feet onto the floor, hands coming under the side of the pelvis. 5 breaths on the half bridge. So bring your feet as close to your body as comfortable. Feet parallel, knees parallel. On your next inhale, engage the glutes. Send the pelvis up. Stay for 5 breaths. Deep breath. And on the exhale, we're releasing, coming all the way down. Great. Both knees coming in. Holding on now to the left. Let your right leg extend. Nice. Now let's go for the twist. So right hand coming over to the left leg. And just go ahead and roll all the way over to the right. Nice, creating the necessary space. And just letting your left arm open to the left. Eyes turn to look to the left. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths, allowing the body to adjust. As always, you can use support under various parts of the body. You can use support under your left knee or under your left shoulder. And let your eyes turn to look to the left. That's optional. With every out breath, you're allowing the body to soften. Softening gently. And once your body starts breathing a bit more easily in this position here, you could maybe swap to the next stage. So bending that right knee and bring your left hand to grab the right foot. Cat pulling its tail. Left shoulder staying open, eyes looking over to the left. Lovely. Breathing in. And as we exhale, let that right leg release. Coming all the way back to center, holding on that left knee. And once finding your center, go ahead and step that right foot. So the right knee is bent. Great. And inhale, just squeezing that left knee in. And with the exhale, go ahead and extend the left leg, holding it as close as possible to your body. And start with a nice flexion there. Think of your heel pointing diagonally up or up in any way. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, bending that left knee, squeezing in. On the exhale, holding the leg a bit closer and again extending. Holding there again. Time to check in the shoulders or any other part of the body that wants to get involved and really shouldn't. And let's go for the last draw. So inhale, squeezing that left knee in as close to the body as possible. And then extend. And for this one, you can remove and separate your hands and bring them in various parts of the leg. You can choose where. And you can go ahead, optional, and extend your right leg. Taking a deep breath. And on the exhale, lift the head, forehead coming up towards your left shin. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we're letting everything release. Nice. Again, going for a half bridge to reset. So bringing your feet as close to the body as comfortable. Hands on either side of the pelvis. Feet parallel, knees parallel. And on your next inhale, just lift up. Nice, breathing in. And on the exhale, softly. Just rolling all the way back down, bringing both knees in, and just gently rolling from side to side. Nice and soft. Good. Lovely. From there, we're going to roll all the way over to one side. And very, very softly, and then bring yourselves over to the table. Nice. Hands and feet onto the, no, hands and knees onto the floor. And let's go for the cat-cow. So from here, inhale, dropping the pelvis, looking up. Exhale, taking the tail, going back. 3 more of those. Inhale, opening. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening, looking up. Exhale, back goes back. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale, back goes back. It's finding center. And from here, we're going for the salutation to the earth. So we're going to keep the pelvis steady where it is. And from there, just go ahead and bring the forearms onto the floor and start walking your hands as far out as it feels comfortable. A big element of this is to make sure that your head is supported. If it's not touching down, you can add maybe a book or a cushion, something that will ensure that your head has a nice, good support underneath. And as you're releasing, as you're finding that contact, what we're trying to release here is the shoulders and thinking of the chest melting through. Holding 3 and 2 and 1. Softly start walking yourself back. Nice. Now let's go for the little twists. So from there, right hand goes and slides through. So we're going to end on the right shoulder and right side of the head. So staying down. And you can sort of bring that left arm above your head, reaching out. Or you can point up through that left arm. Or you can bring that left arm all the way around the back towards that right hip, right thigh. Or you can even let it stay on your lower back. A deep breath. And on the exhale, just letting it release. Finding center. Good. Going for the other side. So now that's your left arm sliding through. Landing on your left shoulder, left side of the head. And from here, we can either bring the right arm over the head, reaching towards the top of the mat. Or we can take the right arm and let it point up. Or you can place your hand on your lower back.
Or you can wrap the right arm all the way around, reaching that right, left hip, left thigh. Either way you do it, make sure you've got support. And make sure that you're allowing the body to release through. And that you're looking over your right shoulder. Breathing in. And as we exhale, we're letting it all release. Coming over to the table. And just for a moment, let it come all the way down to the child's pose. So head heavy, arms heavy. Make sure you bend the elbows, allowing the forearms to find support. And from there, just take a moment and make your hands into claws. So think like you're digging your nails into your mat, creating a nice extra stretch for your back and the muscles between your ribs. And just breathing there. Exhale, release. Very good. Nice. And from there, we're coming again over to the table. Inhale, opening, looking out. Exhale, going back. Inhale, opening, looking up. Exhale, going back. Last one, opening, looking up. And exhale, going back. Nice. And from there, just come and walk yourself all the way back towards your heels. Great. And from there, just taking your hands behind your back. And we're going to start gently leaning some weight towards the hands and very, very gently lifting the knees off the floor. That is to stretch the metatarsals, now the top of the foot, and really make sure that you're taking it easy and you're going gently and you always have control over what's happening. So if at any point it doesn't feel right, you can always push yourself back. So, nice. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Nice. Now letting both knees drop. We're staying with our hands back there. And from there, we're going to engage the glutes and start sending the pelvis out and away. Eyes looking diagonally up, not directly up, diagonally up. Keep sending the pelvis out and away. Keep opening the shoulders. Keep breathing. For 3. And 2. And 1. Lovely. And from there, just taking it down. And now we're going to take that slowly, and you can stop wherever it feels that it's right for you. Now coming and sitting back again onto your heels, We're going to start slowly transitioning onto the forearms. So this is a nice deep stretch for the quads. Trying to keep your knees down as much as possible. And if you're already here in the forearms, we can start just melting the upper body, letting the arms sort of open to the sides or extend behind your head towards the top of the mat. Do not try to keep your knees closed together. They can spread a bit. But just try to keep them, the direction is to keep them towards the ground. Don't let them lift off. Very nice. Letting the arms come all the way back underneath your back, where you can sort of scoop your elbows in so you can sort of lever the body up again. And slowly start transitioning yourself all the way back up. Nice. Now from there, you can fold the mat in front of you once or twice or as many times. Coming all the way onto your knees. Perfect. Now let's go for a camel. So hands behind your back, on your lower back, opening the chest, eyes turning to look up. Be careful not to drop the head all the way. Again, you're looking diagonally up, not directly up. Holding 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale coming up. And on the exhale, softly all the way back to your child's pose, placing your hands close to your feet. Nice. Now as we're here, what we're going to do is start lifting the pelvis. And as the pelvis lifts, you're going to find that you're going to be rolling over your head. So allow that to happen until the pelvis is, let's say, on top of your knees. If you find that this puts a lot of strain on your neck, stop it, but it really shouldn't. So we're aiming for a nice gentle stretch along the back of the neck. And on the exhale, we're just going to roll it all the way back again. Lovely. Start rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, all the way back to sitting onto your heels. And from there, coming up onto your knees again. That's your right foot stepping to the front. You can walk the right foot as much as it feels good. At the same time, sending the pelvis forward and down, and make sure that your right knee stays on top of your right ankle. Nice. You can start with your hands just resting onto your right thigh. But then you could transition by bringing the arms behind your back, interlacing fingers, opening the shoulders, and turning the eyes to look up. So you can always swap back to a more supported version. And from here, you can just gently open the chest. Again, eyes looking diagonally up, not directly up. The 3. And 2. And 1. Very good. Releasing the back. Left elbow coming on the outside of your right leg. Hands together, looking over your right shoulder. And just stay. Three. And 2. And 1, letting it release. Nice. And from here, just gently shifting the weight and letting the pelvis sort of draw back and maybe flexing that right foot. You can stay on the toes of your left foot if you'd like, or you can untuck the toes and let it come all the way down. So now you're sort of stretching that right leg. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Inhale, gently stepping forwards. Exhale, gently shifting back. Inhale, coming to the front. Exhale, moving to the back. Last one, inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, coming back. Nice. And coming all the way back up. Now let's swap legs. So bring your right knee back in, taking the left foot out. Good. And start by walking that left foot forwards, letting the pelvis drop down as it moves forwards, and try to keep your left knee on top of the left ankle. And just breathing out. Either your hands resting onto your left thigh, or you can gently open up the chest, eyes looking up. Now again to bring the arms all the way around your back, interlacing fingers. Releasing, coming back to center. Let's go for the twist. Right elbow on the outside of your left leg. Hands together, looking over that left shoulder. Lovely, breathing in.
On the exhale, softly coming all the way back, hands touching down, and start shifting the pelvis all the way towards the back as you're flexing your left foot, bringing it onto the heel. And you can either keep the toes tucked under, whatever makes you feel more balanced here, or you can untuck and even let it come all the way down. Whichever way you feel that it stretches better, whichever way it feels like you can hold it for longer. And now inhale softly, coming and stepping forwards. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, shifting forwards. Exhale, drool back. Inhale to the front. Exhale, moving back. Last one, coming to the front. Exhale, moving back. Nice. And from there, just lifting the back up, shifting the pelvis to one side, to the right actually, releasing both legs, sorting out your mat, extending both legs to the front. Nice. And let's go for a lovely forward fold to conclude. Inhale, arms reaching up, flexing both feet, finding good balance between your sitting bones there, good contact. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, all the way down. Letting your head heavy, letting your back rounded, your knees bent if you'd like to. And on the next exhale, just softly start rolling up. A quick reverse. So from there, taking your hands behind your back, pointing your toes. And with the inhale, just go ahead and lift the body up, eyes looking up. This time, eyes looking diagonally up. Breathing in. And with the exhale, just release.
Go ahead and bring both knees in, hugging your legs. Think of your back falling back. Let your head drop too. Take 2 deep breaths here. Nice. And with the next out breath, find a nice comfortable position onto your mat. That can be your savasana, semi-supine, or anything else that feels good for now. Allowing the whole body to find that support. Keep letting go as you're breathing out. And the next couple of minutes is your journey along your breath. Just tuning in, checking in, reintegrating your body. Allowing the mind to stay in the now. Notice if it slips away. On your own time, gently and start bringing the body back. Stretching arms, legs, twisting, turning, opening, and eventually rolling over to one side and all the way up to sitting. Finding your sitting bones here, finding your back, finding length, finding width, space. And taking a deep breath, arms rising up. Exhale, finding center, hands to chest. Finding your balance, finding the space within, finding the strength within. And inhale, opening eyes, minds, hearts. Thank you very, very much for joining today. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.